Hello, welcome back to Bright English Speaking Class. Uh, Before I tell you what I'm sharing you today in this video, I want to show you one picture. And I will give you the situation. Then I'll give you two more questions. After that, I will tell you what we are sharing today. Okay, so shall we start? All right. Here, this is the picture. And look at this picture carefully. Do you notice that this is a tall building and there are many floors in this building? But let's say you know that one of your friends lives here, but you have never been there. You want to visit her today. So when you arrive at the entrance, of course, you need to make sure where she is. So if you want to ask her, here comes two questions. The first one is, what floor do you live on? Second, which floor do you live on? So we'll get your answer later. Do you usually get confused between what and which when we are talking about the choices? Yeah, sometimes it seems like both words are correct in one question. So today in this video, let's talk about the differences between what and which when we are talking about the choices. Okay, so let's go back to the first picture again. And in this picture, there are many floors in this building, as I told you. So it means that you need to choose one from a large number. Alright, so if you want to choose one from a large number, or if you are not thinking about the limited number of choices, and if it sounds like very general, you use what? So in this case, if you think that there are many floors in this building, you are not thinking about the numbers of the floor, it's a large number, then you will tell her or you will ask her, what floor do you live on? I think you might have one question for me, like, what about if we ask, which floor do you live on? Is that wrong? Actually, no, of course not. It's not wrong at all, but that's the situation. Example, let's say if she has told you once that which floor that she lives on, but you just get confused, like, is that on the first floor? On the second floor? You are not sure only among these two numbers. Alright? At that time, you don't need to ask her with what floor do you live on. You don't need to ask her. You can ask her which floor do you live on the second or the third. So you might notice that here the differences between what and which. When we use which, it means that we choose only from the small limited numbers. And can we say it sounds like a little bit more specific. Okay, this is a second example. Let's say now you ask your friend what floor is she on. Alright, then we go up the stairs and we arrive on the right floor now. But there are 3 or 4 apartments on that floor. Then you need to ask again about her apartment. So, what is your question? Which apartment do you live in? Or what apartment do you live in? Yes, of course. Which apartment do you live in is correct, because you have to choose one from only the small amount of number. Okay, this is a third example. Let's say now you're in her apartment. Of course, she wants to serve you something. Or she might have a lot of things or a lot of food with her. Then she just wants to check your choice. So at that time, what question do you think she might ask you with? What would you like? Or which would you like? Of course, what would you like? Okay, then this is the fourth example. You told her that you would like some coffee. But again, she has 2 or 3 different kinds of coffee. Then, what is the question from her? What coffee would you like? Or which coffee would you like? Yes, which coffee would you like will be correct. Okay, here comes the fifth example. Let's say you have talked to each other for quite long and it's time for you to go home now, but you still want to get together for lunch. Alright, it means that you have to choose the restaurant again here, and there are so many different kinds of restaurants in town. So your question might be, what restaurant would you like to go to, or which restaurant would you like to go to? Yes, what restaurant would you like to go to is correct. Okay, then she said she wants to eat Chinese food. Okay, but there were two different kinds of Chinese food there. At that time, what's your question for your friend? Which Chinese restaurant do you want to go to? Or what Chinese restaurant do you want to go to? Yep, of course. Which Chinese restaurant would you like to go to? Okay, after these examples, I hope you can use what and which correctly. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back in the next video. Bye for now.